go. Out for another bike ride. Pedaling Pastor KC. And all you biblical bicyclists, let's ride. All right, what's up, guys? Another beautiful day out here on the trail. Got a little bit of light rain that's starting to come down. Got to hammer down and get home before I get soaked. I didn't know it was supposed to rain today, so I don't have a jacket. I am not 100% prepared. It's all right. The weather's nice. It won't be extremely cold, but middle 60s and wet and rainy is still a little chilly compared to your normal body temperature. So let's get home before it gets really wet. So here we are on the Lion Creek Trail. We're headed south from Berry Road down to Gower, near the Gower trailhead. It's one of my favorite sections of the trail. We're on the downhill slide. It's really pretty scenery. I like it a lot. Hope you enjoy the ride. So, are you a biblical bicyclist? What does it mean to be a biblical bicyclist? Think about that. All right, coming on your left. Sorry. You're fine. What does it mean to be a biblical bicyclist? Well, I would call that someone who likes my channel because your interests are twofold. First of all, this is a bike channel with biblical content. So if you like this type of video, then you will like bikes and you're interested in the Bible, the things of God. So welcome to the Pedaling Pastor channel. I would say that most folks have an interest in bikes. Many of us as children used to ride our bikes around the neighborhood, maybe ride with our family. Just it's something that a lot of kids enjoy, but it's also something that many seem to outgrow as they get older. But what I have found is I never really outgrew riding my bike. I still enjoy it and like it a lot. I've shared with this before in a previous video that I used to BMX bicycle race from my junior high and high school years. But I dropped out of that once I went off to college. But I've kind of sort of never really stopped riding bikes. Still riding today. And I like my bikes. Also, I've had the privilege of being raised in church all my life. I have always known and been familiar with the things of God. There have been very few Sundays in my life that I wasn't at a church house. If I wasn't, there was a legitimate reason. And by legitimate, I mean it was very rare to miss a Sunday. I can probably count the number of Sundays we missed on just two hands in almost 43 years that I didn't go to church on a Sunday. We went sick. We went if we were deathly ill. It didn't matter. The situations where we weren't there were always extreme. hobby with my true passion of the Word of God and share that with others. I think this is a good medium to do just that. Bike's got speed when you need it. One of my avid fans of the Pedaling Pastor channel has challenged me to name my bikes. This bike is a Trek 470. It is a vintage steel frame. It is burgundy in color with gold and white stickers. So if I were to name this bike, I think I would call it Old Red. I realize burgundy and red are two different colors, but I'm colorblind and it seems like a fitting name. It's a vintage Trek. It's old. And it's in the red shade of red family, so Old Red is what I would call this bike. And don't knock these old vintage bike frames. This frame is light, it's agile, it's quick, it's responsive, and it's really fast. I have some Mavic wheels. They're also vintage wheels, probably original with the bike. And man, it's a fast machine. I like it a lot. If I could change anything about it, I would add more gears to help me with all the hills here in Kansas City. But you just learn to grind up them, and it builds character and it builds muscle, and eventually you get faster. So this bike has helped in both of those areas, but I like it a lot. And you do not have to have the latest and greatest equipment to have fun out on a bike. This is a great example of that. Picked this bike up off of Craigslist, lightly used. I'm guessing it's a 1998 model. I'm not 100% sure, but it was in really good condition. And the guy, I wasn't even trying to barter the guy down, but he basically dropped the price. $75, so who could say no to that? And I was going to pay full price, but I guess he wanted to get rid of it for some reason. Of course, highly motivated. But I'm glad he did. This bike has been a lot of fun, and enjoy riding it on this trail. So, like this video. If you like this type of content, if you consider yourself to be a biblical bicyclist, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Pedaling Pastor KC. Should be a link right here. Just click on that and you will subscribe. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Pedaling Pastor KC, over and out. See you in the next video. Look for it next Thursday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the good old USA.